Looking at younger Naren, Sri Ramakrishna said, "What will you gain by merely being intuitively aware of God's existence? A mere vision of God is by no means everything. You have to bring Him into your room. You have to talk to Him. Some have heard of milk, some have seen milk, and some have drunk milk. Some have seen the king, but only one or two can bring the king home and entertain him. M went to the Ganges to take his bath. It was 10 o'clock. Sri Ramakrishna was still talking with the devotees. After finishing his bath, M returned to Balaram's house. He saluted the master and sat down near him. Sri Ramakrishna was filled with intense spiritual fervor. Words of wisdom flowed from him. Now and then he narrated his profound mystical experiences to the devotees. Master, I went to Benares with Mothur Babu. Our boat was passing the Munikornika Ghat on the Ganges, when suddenly I had a vision of Shiva. I stood near the edge of the boat and went into samadhi. The boatman, fearing that I might fall into the water, cried to Hriday, "Catch hold of him! Catch hold of him!" I saw Shiva standing on that ghat, embodying in himself all the seriousness of the world. At first, I saw him standing at a distance. Then, I saw him approaching me. At last, he merged in me. Another time, in an ecstatic mood, I saw that a Shonnashi was leading me by the hand. We entered a temple, and I had a vision of Annapurna made of gold. God alone has become all this, but He manifests Himself more in certain things than in others. To M, perhaps you do not believe in the Shaligram. Englishmen do not believe in it. It doesn't matter whether you believe in it or not. A Shaligram should contain the mark of a disc and other signs. Only then can it be worshipped as an emblem of God. M. Yes, sir. It is like the fuller manifestation of God in a man with good physical traits. Master. At first, Narendra used to say that these were figments of my imagination. But now he accepts everything. Sri Ramakrishna was describing the vision of God when he went into Samadhi. The devotees looked at him with fixed gaze. After a long time, he regained consciousness of the world and talked to the devotees. Master to M. What do you think I saw? I saw the whole universe as a shaligram, and in it, I saw your two eyes. In silent wonder, M and the devotees listened to these words about his inner experience. At this moment, Sharoda, another young disciple of the Master, entered the room and saluted him. Master to Sharoda. Why don't you come to Dukkhineshwar? Why don't you see me when I come to Calcutta? Sharoda. Nobody tells me about it. Master. Next time I shall let you know. To M. Smiling. Make a list of these youngsters. M and the devotees laugh. Sharoda. My relatives at home want me to marry. Pointing to M. How many times he has scolded me about marriage. Master. Why should you marry just now? To M. Sharoda is now in a very good state of mind. Formerly, he had a hesitant look. Now, his face beams with joy.